Spring 2017, exam 5, question 26. This one's really it's more of a written response. So I'm not going to type everything out. I'm just going to talk through the answers. So the following graph shows the results of 4 techniques for estimating the ultimate claim ratio for X in year 2013 as of December 31st for each year shown. All right, let me get here. Okay, we have the paid report development, paid BF, and then reported BF. And continues on. And for the most part, the reported should be larger than the paid, except for this last year, which is peculiar, where the both paid techniques pass the reported. I'm guessing there must be a large loss that's being developed more because reported typically develops faster than paid. So the reported technique is essentially done developing at this point, but the paid might be picking up on something that occurred and it's expecting it to grow more. So I'm thinking there must be a large loss house, but that's not really what the question is all about. For part A, it's asking the actuary select an ultimate claim ratio of 100% as of December 31st, 2013. Assess the reasonability of this estimate using only information known as of December 31st, 2013. So realistically, for all these questions, we can ignore this. It's meant to throw us off, right? Don't even care about any of it because it's not going to have any weight on our decision. So for the first one, right, selecting a 100% ultimate claim ratio. So the really only reason you have to justify that is by using a combination of your reported development and your reported BF technique, which, because it is closer to the beginning of the development, reported would probably be a better technique to use as it does have more data because you have reported claims, not just the paid, which is going very small at this time here. So that's good to use. But to say that it will be 100%, I'd say could be justified, considering that both the ultimate and the reported are fairly close. And if you average them out, it comes out to probably a little bit above 100%. But again, it's earlier on development, so I would say that would be justified. For B, discuss the relative position of the ultimate claim ratio for the reported bank tender technique versus the other technique if the reported bank tender technique were added to the graph as of December 31st, 2013. So if we recall the bank tender technique, that's just the BF method, except instead of using the ECR, expected claims technique, and the expected claims ratio, we use the ultimate for the Born-Huder-Ferguson technique. So the more we iterate through it, the closer it becomes the loss default technique, meaning the paid bank tender technique is going to be in between the reported or the paid development technique and the paid BF technique. And the reported bank tender technique is going to be in between the reported development and the BF development. So it'd probably be something like this. A little bit smaller than the, or a little bit larger than the reported BF, and actually it's probably smaller because the more you iterate, the closer it gets to the development method. So that's a little big. Everything below here is probably what it would look like. And the more you iterate it, the closer it get to the development technique. Oh, that's unfortunate. And then the last one, identify 2 questions that the actuary should ask company management based on the results observed for all 4 evaluations of accident year 2013. Okay, so in this one, we can actually look at some of this stuff right here. So the first thing I would ask, right, is about this. This looks fairly suspicious. Was there a large claim that we should know about? Why is this paid becoming larger than our reported? This might have an effect on the reserve, or on how much you will be reserving going into the future. So that's the first thing I would ask about. Second thing So typically, things you should watch out for are, has the reserve adequacy changed? Has the way the claims have been settling been changed? And then let's see, what else would you need to know? Hmm. I think those are the three large ones: large losses, claim, uh, reserve adequacy, and then yeah, settlement rates. All right. And if you can think of any more, let me know. But I think that should be what they are looking for.